Fight to the death!
They're lost. They'll make it with... like you.
Tempered 1,000 times. Arthur and I.
Lay this faint. Dispel the gloom. Destroy the skies.
Tomb of Blades Eternal! My job is to be nosy. Nosy through you. I offer my beasts slaughter each other. Fight to the death. Arthur and I. Tomb of Blades Eternal. Fight to the death. Return from death 1,000-fold. You will serve as the tempering fire. Arthur and I.
No rush. Emptying your mind is a good way to relax as well. Is it coming? I feel that flame. Let me go!
Retake hold! Return from death 1,000. You will serve as the tempering fire!
How is what exactly?
Much longer, and the sword's intent may turn
I heard-
cold.
I left off on in Forest Region. I heard it's another one. How is it? Are you talking about Planarcadia or Blade?
Blades eternal!
Oh, number one.
Retake hold! Return from death 1,000-fold. Burn this broken shell. You will serve as the tempering fire!
He's good. He is a support slash sub DPS, if I'm not mistaken. Where is it? Where is it? Here we go. Yeah, yeah, they do. All right, so from what I've seen, I think, as I said, he's like a support debuffer slash sub DPS if you build him right. Like, this is what I like right here. While the zone is active, allies targets deal 50% increased damage. I guess I have to re-download Honkai Star Rail Ver. Yep. Yep. I also left on Anforius. I came back for Planarcadia Sparksy. And now I'm back. If you got Acheron, I think Acheron is such a good pick with him. Like here, is there if there are others Nihility characters aside from MORTENAX Blade in the team, ultimate damage dealt by allies target increases by 75%. Otherwise, damage dealt by MORTENAX. Is she good? The new Sparksy? Yep. She is supposed to be a energy slash sub DPS for the new Silverwolf, but she does work wonders as a solo DPS, as a main DPS. And yes, I have Acheron. Yeah, Acheron is so good. I think I haven't tried it out myself, but with beta tests and everything like that. So apparently, where you want to stop, I think it's E1 if you're a spender. Yeah, let me show you real quick. Adult Silverwolf, she looks great. Yep, she is probably the best DPS right now, if I'm not mistaken.
Talent's maxed out. Firing on all cylinders.
Reminds me of Bronya from Honkai Impact Third, if you've ever played that. I have not. I have not played that. My first gacha game with Hoyoverse has been my first gacha game with Hoyoverse has been Genshin, I think. Yeah, yeah, it's one of the first ones, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Talent's maxed out. Firing on all cylinders.
Yeah. So the reason I know about that game is because of this man right here. I quit Genshin about 2 years ago. Yeah, I quit too. I was gonna come back for Sandrone. Well, the goat. I was gonna come back to Genshin for Sandrone, if I think that's how it's spelled. But they changed so much about her. And the rewards are just eh. Yes. Yes, the one with the big robot. Yes, Genshin was being treated worse than any OG Hoyo other games, to be honest. Yep. So, like, do you mind leaks or not? Just tell me if you don't want to talk about leaks or something like that. I like leaks. Well, the Fatui girl, Sandrone, she no longer has the big robot.
Talents maxed out. Firing
She
on
no
all
longer has the big robot. She has like a female made robot, you could say. I don't know, something like that.
talents maxed out. Firing on
I'm
all
not sure. I think because I think in the story she dies. I'm not sure really. I haven't caught up that much to the story, but she dies in the story and then gets rebuilt, something like that.
talents maxed out. Firing on all cylinders.
Oh yeah, I heard Tori killed her. Yep. Yes, that is correct, I think. Ugh. As I said, I was gonna come back for her, but the the design I don't care really. Uh, the design looks good. I like it. The only thing that bothered me was the robot. I wonder why aren't they on the same side? Hmm. Hmm. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. The story. I'll watch the story update. So Columbina also released. All right, let's see if I can get him early. I'm in about 20 pity, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Yeah, I'm around 23 pity. Is she DPS? No, I think she's a support and creates a new type of damage. I forgot what it's called, but she's a support. Praying that your summons are blessed. Thank you, thank you. Alright, let's see. So this is 30. Yeah, new damage reaction. I think it's like lunar charge, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, 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 whoa, 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 whoa. What was your favorite region? Um, uh, give me a second. In Genshin, it was probably Fontaine, and in Starro, it's most likely Anforius. No. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. Oh my god. Nope. No double. Is it at least good? I don't know if that's good.
Sword must be hammered and refined 1,000 times over before it can be forged into a weapon.
Oh my. That's three 50/50s in a row that I've lost. Nope. Oh my god, you're kidding. Since when did you when did you leave? I thought the fake collab was in Forest. And the 50/50 shouldn't be a thing. I know, but there is gonna be a long time ago. Well, there, I didn't finish M4S. Honestly, it's kind of good, and I guess because M4S does give a lot of pulls if you finish it. You know, do the story and the maps and everything like that. It does give a lot of pulls, almost 100 plus, I think. No, it does give 100 plus pulls. They are gonna add Gilgamesh and Rin Tohsaka to the game. I played this one game where it's guaranteed. Hmm. Which one? I don't think I've heard of guaranteed. I'm at the part where we meet Anaxa. Yeah, I think I left around there too. I lost the 50/50 on the Anaxa banner and just dipped. Then came back and got Hyacinth. Oh, Epic 7. Yeah, yeah, I've heard about it. The mobile game. Yeah, I came back, got Hyacinth, then Cipher, and then Final. And Loki didn't finish Fate in the anime. I mean, there is a lot of. I will this summer. Nice, nice. As I said, Gilgamesh and Rin Tohsaka will be added in 4.4. So it was around 30 some, almost 60 pity, I think. No. 30, 30, almost the last one. Yeah, around 50 some pity. I lost. You're kidding me. I'll come back ASAP. Alright. I heard there are rewards when you return. Yeah, there should be. I think there should be still some rewards. Alright, now, guess time to get grinding.
Seatbelt City has been severely affected by the incident. Citizens are advised to remain patient and await assistance. Moving on to our special segment.
Did you get Mark's alter ego? Evernight. Yep, I did. I did get Evernight. Is Saber good? No, she's not. She's not meta. She's good, but she's not meta. Archer is meta. Why did the drop the coolest characters after I leave? Yep, yep. That's uh, sorry, I'm still a bit disappointed. We lost a 50-50 on MORTENAX. Every night looks cool too. I can save for her rerun. Yeah, you probably do have time. I think she rerun she reran on 4.0, if I'm not mistaken. So it'll probably take a bit before she reruns.
The Phantasmin Brief.
Ah, like I am gonna get him most likely. Probably not right now. And I am gonna go for his Lycone because I have enough. Like I don't get the Lycone though. She kind of reminds me of Missy. 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 Alien stage. I think I'm completely off, right? Is the Lycone guarantee? For me, yes. The Lycone is guaranteed. I was trying to go for Silverwolf's Lycone. Oh my god. 6, 7, 30, 40, 55. I'm at 60 pity. And I am guaranteed on the Lycone. But apparently, the Lycone is more if you want to play Blade as a DPS, as a main DPS. Gives you crit damage, 60 crit damage, and HP, which he probably scales off. Good, cause it looks amazing. Yes, it does. Tomorrow I'll probably get 5 pulls, and hopefully get another 100 right now.
You're back. The incident that happened at Full Wish TV is causing a huge stir. Come watch the news.
Hello, everyone! Welcome to our brand new segment, the Phantom Moon Brief. I'm your host, Poofy.
Who is that peacock girl? That is Yao Guang. She is necessary for elation. I don't want to skip
Hi,
it.
everyone. This is your old friend Snowy. Shame on them. How can they just say
Yeah, it should
things
be
like
fine.
that on TV when it's not
where's
even
it?
confirmed? And also, those two hosts, weren't they from Full Wish TV?
Be right back.
They were spreading nasty stories about you on the news before. And now look, they've immediately jumped ship after what happened to Full Wish. I'm happy you made it back safely. But somehow, you just don't seem quite the same. Oh no. You're trying to grow up and leave me behind. Don't tell me you're becoming the next Don Hung. No. Is this what it takes to become a hero? I am so cute and lovely. What's the problem with that? Oh, right. Tell me about what happened at the TV tower. I've heard Don Hung and Sunday's side of the story, but... So, Full Wish had people undergo the happiness surgery to implant Shuhu's flesh into their bodies, and that ended up causing this disaster? And you guys stopped the mutation from spreading, but all you managed to do was to temporarily seal Shuhu's flesh inside Blade? And then you mentioned that Nessia, the one we met at Star Rail Fest, is actually the Phantom Moon Game's arbitrator? No wonder she could draw a mask for you. And she also asked you to go deep into the world in Canvas to warn... who was it again? Who is that?
Yes, Graphia, Himeko's ancestor. She's an artist from 1,000 years ago.
Himeko's ancestor? She's still alive? Wait, that's not even the most important part. Nessia asked you to warn Graphia that the Lord Ravager, Asat Pramod, is back? Oh, why does the Express have such bad luck? By this point, whenever we go on vacation, I'm always ready to deal with random problems. But running into another Lord Ravager while on vacation? This is way over the line. Lord Ravager, at Venesia's request, Shuhu's flesh and Blade's body, and the unfinished Phantom Moon games. Suddenly, there are so many things to deal with. Feels like we're juggling a bunch of eggs all at once. One slip, and it's all gonna go splat. Are you okay? I wish wish I were as calm as you. I'm gonna go take a minute and collect myself.
So many things to deal with right now. What should I do next? I've had a long day. I should just get some rest.
I lost the 50-50 to Yunli. I am now guaranteed on both the character and the Lycone.
Shh, Welt. He's tired. Let him sleep. You're obviously tired. I never thought this vacation would become the prelude to yet another major war.
From our very first steps, trouble has always followed the Nameless. But this is way too much.
Look at you now. It takes me back to when I first got the Express running again. Aside from Pom Pom, I was the only crew member on board, constantly stretched thin and feeling out of my depth. All I could do was note every problem in the navigation log, one by one. A world's coordinates that needed an update. A glitch in the Express's warp system. The notes were as dense as the coordinates on the astral charts, leaving me completely overwhelmed. Back then, I never imagined the Astral Express would one day have to face a Lord Ravager. But strangely, now that the time has come again, I'm not panicking at all. Come to think of it, it's because of you. Because of all of you. Along the way, we have defeated 2 Lord Ravagers. The Nameless who guided me before I set out once told me, "Keep moving forward, and the obstacles that once felt impossible to conquer will soon be behind you. And along the way, you'll find companions who are just like you." I've seen you grow through the Phantom Moon games, becoming someone others can trust and lean on. And I heard the declaration you made atop the tower. I'm truly proud of you. That's why I want to share a story from the past with you. A promise from 15 years ago. I promised someone that when the moon over my hometown was full again, I would go back to see her, to let her know I had made the most of this borrowed life, and found companions I could trust with all my heart. I want to share this story with you all. The story of how my journey began. Because it's a long story, filled with many memories of my past. I'd also like to invite you all to the place where I repaired the Express and tell you everything bit by bit.
All right, it's a deal. When I return from the world in canvas, you can make us... let Shush make us some coffee, huh? Then we'll settle in and listen to your story.
Speaking of the world in canvas, March told me about what Evanescia said to you. Evanessia's request was not made lightly, and she was worried for a reason. Silverwolf saw that Lord Ravager in action too. According to the records from the databank and the IPC's investigation, Asat Pramod's campaigns often span centuries, and the planets he targets all end up destroyed in freak accidents, leaving their surfaces covered in only smiling faces. 1,000 years ago, my ancestor Graphia created the world in canvas. If that was to resist Asat Pramod's invasion of Ahatopia, then could this disaster unleashed through the Phantasmoon games be the prelude to his next invasion? That's the first of many mysteries. Based on our family history, we are clearly not descendants of any long-lived species. Quite the opposite. The weathering curse has shortened my family's lifespan for generations. What could my ancestor have gone through to still exist today? That too leaves me deeply curious. Good question. As for who in Planarcadia knows Graphia and the world in canvas best, it's probably Pearl. She was sent here by the IPC. She should have some clues to guide us in the right direction. By the way, General Yao Guang is here. She says she wants to talk to you in private. I'm not sure if she comes with good news or bad news. She brought a little gift from the Cienjo, though. Mung bean soda. Go talk to General Yao Guang, then. Don't keep her waiting. After that, come to the party car and fill us in on your next move.
Nice to meet you, Ishvara. I always thought that the arbitrator, Evanescia, would step in and punish Foolish for the disaster she caused. But, to my surprise, it was you who defeated Foolish. In my capacity as an Arbiter General, I extend my deepest gratitude to you for halting the plague and sparing countless lives from suffering. What I am about to tell you is something Evanescia risked breaking the rules to share with me. Please keep it a secret. Not a word of this leaves the Express. Sealed within Ahatopia's core is Ouroboros, the Veracity. Wait, you've never heard of the Veracity before? Come to think of it, they must be unfamiliar to most people. They were supposed to be recorded in the list of arch-enemies as an author of calamity. They are an ancient god of desire and consumption, an eon that evolved from a Leviathan. But they disappeared so long ago that the Cienjo Alliance never witnessed any of their deeds, and they were never recognized as an author of calamity. Well, they need no such title anyway. Beast of Calamity, Star Devourer, Void Maw. Just hearing these names, one can imagine what kind of monstrosity they were. A vast, writhing form whose slightest movement could crush entire planets, before swallowing what remained into an insatiable abyss. Rumor has it, they were last seen during the era of the Swarm disaster. They were hardly there to aid the Swarm, but rather to attend a cosmic-level feast, in which the Swarm served merely as appetizers, and the planets they passed were devoured as the main course. No one expected them to be here of all places, sealed away on this very planet, after vanishing for years. The true situation remains unknown. But with this information, we can understand why Asat Pramod set his sights on this world. Aren't you a little afraid, facing a huge disaster like this? That's impressive, Ishvara. No wonder you survived the calamity of Iron Tomb. Fortune follows when fate hits its lowest ebb. Every crisis comes with an opportunity. Now that we know a force capable of devouring stars is deep in slumber at this planet's core, perhaps we could make it devour the problem inside Blade's body. It might just be a risky path worth taking. Blade has agreed to my proposal and will venture into the world in canvas to seek out the veracity. From what I've heard, you are going there as well. I cast a divination, and the hexagram shifted between the marsh and fire trigrams, yielding the judgment. Heaven and earth are separate and apart, but the work which they do is the same. In other words, though your paths may differ, they are destined to intersect. A funeral, or an adventure. Will it be a battle with only a 1 in 10 chance of survival to tear away Shuhu's flesh from his body and eliminate the Xianzhou's arch-enemy? Or will it be a journey in which he settles all grudges and never looks back? It all depends on how he perceives it. Blade agreed to my proposal, even though that little Stellaron hunter girl wouldn't stop objecting. Betting? No, I don't see it that way. We are not chips laid on a gaming table, nor dice tossed at someone's whim. We trust in people, in ourselves, and in those beside us, knowing they can change the course of even the most desperate battle. That belief is what gave you the strength to overcome Foolish. It is also the only reason I stay for this world. My purpose has never changed. I am going to draw the elation into my divination, and overturn a fate marked for great woe. I have a plan for how to handle Asat Pramod if he strikes unexpectedly, but I still need more hands to make it work. What miracle could cap off these games better than a finale that humbles a Lord Ravager? It will be a tribute to the elation. The shadow of the Lord Ravager looms, and from here on, everyone must carry their part of the burden. I will take my leave first.
Before I set out, I still want to say a few words to everyone. What are they all up to over there?
Oh, there you are. We were waiting for you.
We're here to celebrate the Astral Express making it through another trial, of course. Pom-Pom's heard all about your latest adventure.
It's a modest celebration, but a meaningful one. You stopped Full Wish's scheme, and that is no small achievement. Regardless of what the people of Planarcadia or the media may say, we raise a glass to you.
Exactly. You knocked out the mastermind behind all those creepy Oh, whatever their name is. I didn't get to see it myself, but Don Hung described it for me. You killed it!
Your victory gave Blade a chance to free himself from Shuhu's flesh. Thank you.
With a Lord Ravager looming on the horizon, everyone will soon be heading off on their own missions. Before that, it felt right to have a small gathering like this.
Now, let's make a toast. Here's to everyone who fights to protect this Arcadia. And here's to all of us. The Lord Ravager can throw whatever he wants at us, but I know the Astral Express will keep streaking across the stars.
Thank you. All of you. Having you by my side is what gives me the courage to face the future. I'll carry this strength with me through the rest of this journey.
Cheers!
Did you need something? I need a break. I felt worn out ever since coming back from Seafeld TV Tower. Right now, it feels like I'm back in Oak Manor's banquet hall. At those parties, no matter how tired I was, I'd have to clutch my glass and smile, keeping myself calm. Mr. Yang insisted I should get a full day of sleep, but I didn't want to miss the chance to toast with you all. I should thank you for letting me embark on this journey.
I heard from Sunday about how the televised debate went. We won this battle because of you. When the televised debate began, a crowd outside the station gathered to protest the Astral Express and nearly broke through the barricades. But the moment the Joy Ascendants appeared, they scattered without a second thought. I guess people know deep down which is more dangerous, a made-up villain or an actual threat. But I am more concerned about you. I've seen the footage of your fight with Full Wish. When you returned to the top of the tower, an enormous surge of power seemed to erupt from you. It reminded me a lot of when I saved you at Herta Space Station. Did you tap into the power of the Stellaron? From what I can see, you're in pretty good shape right now. The Stellaron can be awakened by a wish, but its immense power always has a way of warping reality. As the wave of wish power surged toward you, it brought hope and blessings, but also dark intentions and malice. What might it do to the Stellaron? We have no idea. Be careful with this power you have, no matter how tempting it may seem.
Oh, it's you! Pom-Pom heard you've got a solo mission coming up. Be safe, will you? Hmm. Passenger Himeko appear. That's odd. Pom-Pom can't remember a thing. All Pom-Pom recalls is having a long and fuzzy sleep, then being woken by a knock at the door. And just like that, Passenger Himeko was on board. The day Passenger Himeko knocked, it felt like Pom-Pom was waking up from a dream. The Express's heart started beating again and the lights flickered on one after another. Safe trip! Pom-Pom will take good care of the Express while you're away.
There you are. March and I were talking about you. Yeah, of course.
When did Dan Heng start expressing his feelings like this? I guess pigs really do fly.
This trip to Planarcadia is the first time we weren't necessarily working together toward a common goal. You dove into the Phantom Moon games. I crossed paths with that relentless old friend and foe again. As for March, well, she spent her time wandering and eating. Her perfect little vacation.
Wait, hold up. How come all I get is wandering and eating? I grab plenty of comics as well. I call it cultural exploration. With a little extra time for me to recharge, of course. Right?
Now that we're having this little break, it hit me that I might have neglected you and March.
Yeah, we are actually more concerned about your condition, Dan Heng.
Blade has accepted General Yao Guang's proposal. Perhaps he has finally moved on from past grudges and that abundance curse, and is now ready to do something for himself. It's going to be a path fraught with danger, so I had hoped to accompany him for a bit longer, but he refused. From now on, I will turn my attention to this world. Mr. Yang and I have been asked by General Yao Guang to help with setting up some defensive formations.
I've got work to do too. Mr. Ashvale wanted someone to accompany him to the tavern to investigate clues about Asat Pramod. Yours truly figured she'd been resting long enough, and it was time to stretch her legs. So I volunteered. No problem. When you come back, you have to share everything you saw in the world in Canvas.
Just in time. I've talked to Madame Pearl. She will handle all the arrangements for your passage, so you can enter the world in Canvas to find my ancestor Graphia. Actually, I hoped you could take some time to rest first. Once you've fully rested, you may make your way to the dock in Seafeld City. Madame Pearl has a special ship waiting for you there. It will take you to the border between this world and the world in Canvas, a place known as Inkford Hermitage. That's your final stop before entering the world in Canvas, a place to gather your supplies and rest up before you set out on the journey ahead. I know you'll have to go alone this time, but I don't think it'll be dangerous. After all, that realm was created by Graphia, my ancestor. The thought of it makes me feel calm, in a strange but comforting way. If you get to meet her, please give her my regards. I am indeed quite curious. I'd love to see this ancestor of mine for myself and hear her story in her own words. But someone must stay here and keep watch. Madame Pearl wishes to confer with me and General Yao Guang about our next steps in dealing with Asat Pramod. So I'll be entrusting this mission into the world in canvas to you.
Go
ahead.
Cookie
Set out
Cast.
once you've rested up.
Cookie Cast, yes.
I'll be here with Welton
I'm
the
not
others,
mistaken.
awaiting good news from you.
Damn, I have no idea when this was from.
In other words, that woman wants you to take Shuhu and jump straight into the Veracity and leave the rest to the Eon's stomach acid? And this is between me and him, right? Why are you tagging along?
Relax. I'll say my goodbyes and be gone. A dignified funeral, If you ask me, this ending is indeed grand enough.
I don't care about any of that. There's only one thing I care about. Does he have to die?
Here's a piece of advice, little cub. Whether he lives or dies is his choice. That's the one thing you don't get to decide for him.
It has landed.
What?
Nothing. Just a seabird landing on the rocks. A blade forged of mortal steel cannot sever an undying fate. If Shuhu is to be put down, the options are few. And that Leviathan is one of them.
In time, people will say this. The culprit of the Juming gave his life for the greater good and plunged into the abyss alongside the abomination.
I'm not as noble as you make it sound. Many years ago, you invited me to join the Galaxy Rangers. I refused for one reason. I'm a petty man. I was never born to carry some greater good. This is between Shuhu and me. Nothing more.
Can't argue with that. A Galaxy Ranger through and through. Well then, I won't say anything more.
Blade, you sure about this?
For years, death has clung to me like a curse, etched into my bones. If there is a chance to make a god feel the same pain, I would do it, even if this body is reduced to ash. As for everyone else, there's no need to drag them into this. We'll proceed as Yao Guang proposed. Bury Shuhu at the end of the world in canvas, taking me with him, and let the veracity dissolve us both.
Take care.
How about you stay as well? You might as well see it through to the end with us.
Planarcadia has bigger problems that need my attention. Your instincts were right. That meanie pulling strings from the shadows is none other than Asat Pramod.
Who else would want to kick a Ha's head like a ball?
So, I need to get back and finish my job.
Investigating a Lord Ravager sounds like a job you don't come back from.
Therefore, it also pays very well.
Then here's hoping you live long enough to collect your payment. Huh. Every time, when it's just the two of us, you go quiet.
You know what I'm going to say. The seabird's flown off. It's time for us to go too.
The terror slumbering at the heart of Planarcadia is... Ouroboros.
After the swarm disaster, the Veracity vanished, never to appear again for more than 700 Amber eras. Their last rumored sighting was 500 years ago.
History fictionologists claim that Ouroboros lies in wait at the edge of the cosmos, guarded by their children, awaiting the day of their return.
I've heard that story before, but it wasn't about the edge of the cosmos. It was Pier Point. They say that the preservation is nothing more than a facade, and the IPC is, in truth, a cult devoted to the Veracity.
Organic life has quite the imagination. They've said other things, too. That Louis Fleming seeks to ascend as the Eon of Wealth. That the Council of Mundanites are mere hounds of Dr. Primitive. That the Marketing Development Department colludes with the destruction, turning a blind eye to the spread of Stellarons. Such rumors are endless. I believe the General should be able to tell which are true and which are not.
I've never heard the last one, so let's assume it's the only one that's true. Such terrible breath. Once this Leviathan awakens, the Arcadia's destruction would be all but instantaneous.
For now, this remains conjecture. The sealed remains appear to be a husk that Ouroboros once shed. Why it's here, and how it's connected to the elation, remain unknown. Yet even a fragmented remnant of an Eon is a threat that can't be ignored. The calamity of the Leviathan must not be allowed to re-emerge in this world.
Naturally. That is why I'm here. And it's about time for the two Nameless to arrive. Oh, you're just on time.
General Yao Guang, as instructed, warding talismans have been placed at over a dozen sites across Planarcadia.
My thanks. It was Mr. Yang's talent of creation out of nothing that allowed us to reproduce dozens of plumes and complete the deployment with such speed. Now, with Yin and Yang aligned, and all four aspects in place, as long as we set up the last formation core, the Decalite reflection barrier will be complete.
Using the divine eye of the Spiritus to weave a giant web, one that ensnares countless possible futures. General, have you truly made up your mind?
Though Shuhu has been eradicated, the signs of doom have not faded. On the contrary, they grow ever clearer. After much consideration, the source can only be this restless corpse.
One crisis is yet to pass, and another is already upon us. The Arcadia's ley lines were already riddled with scars. And now even the ancient tree's seal is starting to loosen. While Evanesia is asleep, someone must take up her duty to guard this place.
But defending isn't the way of the hunt. If you don't want to become the prey, you must become the hunter.
General, do you intend to go on the offensive and suppress the remains of the Veracity?
How could I? The Joyseeker could barely confine that husk using the Abundance's ambrosial arbor as its cage. I'm not that arrogant as to place myself alongside the gods. I'm not here to guard against an Eon, but against a lesser menace. Lord Ravager Asat Pramod. This barrier is prepared for him.
Asat Pramod has been meddling with the game from the shadows. His intentions unclear. We know little about him or the Veracity. By chance, however, a friendly citizen has provided us with intel.
Ouroboros' remains are in Ahatopia, aren't they? Silence is an answer in itself. I've seen that reaction too many times.
I'm not surprised that you were the first to discover it. You were in the Torn Scroll too. The probability of you noticing was 24%.
That's a little low, don't you think? I'd put it at well over 90.
What I don't understand is this. There were countless ways to verify your hypothesis, yet you chose the most unconventional one. You bypassed security and broke into the building to confront me in person. What is your objective?
This is no confrontation. It's a warning, Madam Pearl. I'm a security officer, and there is only one reason I'm here. While everyone else is fixated on the Phantasmoon games, only the Department of Aberration Defense is watching other places.
Like the location where the new Herald of Death case was closed?
Correct. The incident involved 4 Daybreak warriors, 3 nameless, 1 detective, and 1 officer. But just moments ago, a 10th set of footprints appeared at the scene.
After the investigation, we learned that the traces were left deliberately. A blatant provocation.
The Lord Ravager bent on destroying the Elation came uninvited. Make no mistake. Planarcadia is a stage he chose with care, and drawing the Abundance into the fray was hardly a whim.
Our top priority is to dispose of Shuhu's flesh properly to prevent it from falling into the wrong hands and causing another calamity.
That said, we cannot afford to ignore Asat Pramod's next move.
This giant web is prepared for that very purpose. Once the entire planet is folded into the divination's trajectory, under the gaze of the Omnitia, all possibilities will be laid bare. When that time comes, he won't wish to leave any footprints behind.
One final question. Why did the Lord Ravager choose to visit this place? Does he have an ulterior motive? Or is this merely some twisted joke?
That question should be left to the professionals. Don't forget, we have a detective who can't seem to rest. Let's hope the accumulation of variables can tip the scales in our favor.
And so, the people set out, and the gondola, bound for distant lands, set sail. At the end of the world, the Elation once again declared war upon the Veracity. Hey, frail little humans! Ouroboros split their mouth wide open! Whoever can fill my whole mouth with but a single thing shall receive a reward. My tongue. The fool known as the Shepherd captured a comet, but it wasn't even enough to fill the gap between the Veracity's teeth. The bartender Baraji opened the wine cellar, yet they only grew drowsy, drifting off to sleep. And en route, he crept up to the Veracity's ear and told them a corny joke. The Veracity pondered it for 10 amber eras, then burst into laughter at their own amusement. En route spread his hands and said, "See? I filled your mouth with laughter."
Then what happened?
Then the Veracity said, "Are you kidding me?" And with that, they opened their gaping maw and tore en route to pieces.
What kind of nonsense is that?
Those are the facts, my inquisitive auditor. If you want to hear more stories, you're welcome to discuss with your classmates.
We came here to investigate the Veracity and Asat Pramod, but all we got were stories that only a 3-year-old would believe.
Rumors don't just appear out of thin air. It's just a matter of how much truth you think they hold.
At least 90% of that was made up.
Sometimes that last 10% is all you need. Oh, plenty of bystanders around. Let's hear what they have to say.
Alright, let's see if we can get... Let's see if we can get Blade on the second account, since I was unlucky to get it on the main. Hanya. Pretty nice design. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Love her. Alright, let's do this. 10. Alright, this is 10. Oh! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh. No! You're kidding me! No! Why? Why? Naughty child. Oh my. That's... Oh, that was early. Alright. Still on Blade. We're still going for Blade. That word naughty again. I guess it's not very. Yeah, alright, let's keep going. Oh, 14, I can't remember. That's 20 something. $30. 40. 50. 嗯。¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué no viniste? ¿En serio con esto? You know what? I was imagining it. I was thinking, oh, early. We got him early. Let's go for Lyco next. No. Oh my god. I think we should be close, right? So it was 20, then 40, almost 50 pools. 50. Yeah, we're around 50, 50-ish, almost 60. 50. I think so. 40-ish, 55. Alright. Hijo eso. I knew this was gonna come. I should have been the one to pull. See, he loves me more. I have lost. I have lost twice with MORTENAX Blade. He does not want me. Even though I probably have one of the best teams for him with that E6 wealth. Yes, and you will 100% get him. I will. Never thought of him as a shy one. Oh, by the way, tomorrow I am 100% getting him on this account. It's only like 20 pulls, so I should be able to farm them real quick. Alright. Guess that's it. Come on, I hate... So you should release a phrase book so we can understand your Spanish when you switch languages. It's real easy. When I speak Spanish, and I'm mostly just whining. Like, no manches. It's more of a, oh, come on. Or something like that. And... ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué, Blade? It's, why? Why, Blade? Well, at least we got a second support. That's something, I suppose.
A visitor. Please let me show you some of our local hospitality.
Nice. Let's go.
Nice! Let's go! Nice! Let's go!
At least a few phrases. What else? What else did I say? Can't remember. Just comes to me, I guess. 10, 20 phrases. So you got most of. You probably got most of them. All right, let me switch back. Oh, by the way, on my second account, I am not gonna pull for Blade. Someone is greedy. Probably the one that actually got Blade. I tried my hardest. You know, I almost missed out on the rolling dice event. I was about 30 minutes. They want dictionary. All right, I got a phrase here. I learned from yesterday. Sort of a poem, you could say. Shall I read it? Well, I'm taking the silent as a yes. Ooh. What did you ask? Oh, I said I learned a poem yesterday. In Spanish, as a matter of fact. Shall I say it? Alright, let's see how much pity I am on. Alright, I'm on like 23 pity. Let's do this. If I get Blade, I'll say it. If I get Blade, I won't say it. And if I do, I will not say it. I think that's how it is. I don't know if I got confused there. Wait. Yes. Oh, let me add those 300 real quick. Do you actually have him here, or are you just messing around? No, I do not have him. I don't even have a team for him. But oh well, let's pull for him. I am building pity for Himeko Nova, remember? So this is how it'll go. If I do get him, I will not say the poem. And if I don't get him, I will say the poem. So wish me luck. It's just 20 plus, I think. Around there. No, not even 20. Jeez. let me pull it up first. This is the poem I have. It's in Spanish. All right. Wow. Pritex se pasó de lanza y bien generoso anduvo. Le dijo a Flo, sácale todo, Mighty. Tú puedes, güey. Flo le entró con ganas, ni dudó ni se rajó. Y por cada Eidolon que sacó, Fritex lo festejó. Pretty good Spanish, right? No. Not bad Spanish. Oh my god. So, I did not manage to get Blade on 3 different accounts. I did not manage to get Blade. What does that say about me? That he doesn't want me. I agree. You agree with what? In that he doesn't want me? Alright, let me switch back to my main account. Let's continue the story. Yep. I was so excited to run him with Acheron and with E6 Worlds. Both of them DPS. But no. Should have handed him over when someone was claiming him. Fine. We had fun, right? Am I still running that? Alright, does it finally show or will it still not show? Not even 50 pulls, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. 9, 14, 19, 24, 29, 34, 39, 44, 49. Oh, wait. Which way does it go? 51 pity, if I'm not mistaken. We'll sing during the rerun of the cute guy. What cute guy? Uh, cute guy, cute guy, cute guy. Cute guy, cute guy. My buddy. My D. This thing right here? No, hell no. Just look at it. Hijo de eso. I deleted the letter, but it still popped up. It's auto translate B. So mighty. Honestly, I was just messing. I thought you were talking about this man right here. What the hell is he? Hmm. No reactions for him, I see. I'm indifferent. He's great, and I love his VA. But oh yeah, yeah. Mighty, Mairemos, el Mighty, Mighty, Mighty. Mighty será el único que no se muere y está muerto al mismo tiempo. Es el único que es falso y vivo al mismo tiempo. Lo siento. Real. Final already has a lot of fans. Tons of fans. Yep. I we all agree both of them are good. We are both fans of the both of them. Why are you teasing me with your Spanish? I don't understand. Porque es divertido. Fighting forever. Lol. Alright, you brought it up. Give me your top 3 Honkai Star Rail ships.
Madam Yao, tell me the fortune for today. How's my fun?
Let me teach you some moves. Soaring above the lands, this is permanent.
Stars favor us.
If you want, I will go first. Just to start it off.
Don't thank me.
Wiped him out.
Best of luck. An explosive start.
All for the thrill. This next round, real gaming.
My top one fighty, my fight. 2 hurt and well. 3 stop. Aglaya and Anaxa. 2. Nice, nice. As I said. I haven't. Alright, top 1 fighting my fight. 2 Agalaya and Anaxa. And 3 Herda X Well. Huh. Alright, alright. I mess with them. I mess with them. I'll give you my top 3 now. If you wish to know them. Alright. Number 1 would be Aglaya and Anaxa. Number 2 would most likely be let me think. Honestly, let me search it. Let me see here. Just to jog my memory. Approved. Alright. Number 2 would most likely be. Alright. The Herda and Screwlum. Okay. And number 3. That's not bad either. Number 3, I don't want to give a basic answer like the MC with Firefly. So let me think. Let me think. Yeah, be more creative. Yeah, I'm trying. As I said, I don't want to use yours either. Fine on Mighty. And what was it? A fighting? My fight? Alright, I'll go. I'll go either Aventurine and Topaz or Boot Hill Robin. I'll even add Asheville and Pearl. Which one would be in the top 3? Alright, let's continue with the story, I suppose. Lore wise, Ashen Pro could also be a ship, yeah. Before we start, the reason why I didn't go for what was it, like the popular ships, right? Which is what is it? Sela Branya, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember which one else. I knew it. I just knew it. I knew it. Yep. I knew it. No wonder such a dry reaction when I said Aventurine Topaz.
Asking about the veracity? You think about walking that path?
It's obvious.
Walk the path of veracity? Do I need to eat everything in sight?
You got it. Kids always dream big. Somewhere.
What else? I'm pretty sure there's more.
Monsters. And I am on a board. And the man.
Ugh, can you talk normal? Stop gulping for air.
I swore to become a veracity.
I really like the ship with Topaz too. I really like Topaz a lot for some reason. Wow. He will get a buff, apparently.
Anything I could see.
I'm skipping this.
dull pen beats a sharp memory. My memory's dull, and my pen's not much better.
Then you must have a lot of stationery?
A kindred spirit, Miss.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. That was one of my favorite ships. Multi-shipping.
Oddly enough, those of us who truly love learning
What's that?
are the rare
What's multi-shipping? Multiple ships? What do you mean?
I have a reference book here. You can have it.
This feels completely made up. But, thanks anyway.
Oh, please. Thank the seniors. To compile this book, they offended every Eon they possibly could, and narrowly escaped death at the hands of each and every one of them. As for me, I'm just the one who keeps the books circulating.
Hey, friends! How was your first day of school? Sparksy's here to pick you up after class.
Multiple ships with the same character. Alright, I'll give you one. And you like them all. Oh, I'll give you a ship that's a bit of a give me one. And you multiple ships with the same character. I assume we're not counting the MC, right?
Look at today's gift count. Where were you just now? You opened the door for us and just disappeared. Don't tell me you're up to something again.
Still doubting me? You're breaking Sparkskull's heart here. That whole foolish thing. I took
No MC. Alright, alright.
myself, fought them all the way to the end of the world, and even wore my mask down to nothing. But honestly, this place runs on rumors. Aha is being chased by the veracity. Aha chases the veracity. We won't get anywhere following stories like this.
Let me think. How about an example? Alright, no MC. Okay, no MC. No MC.
After a bit of thought, Lady Sparksy came up with a brilliant idea. I borrowed a nifty little gadget from a friend. The Unreal Sparks and Spark! No idea how it works, but apparently this light bulb makes you smarter the moment you put it on.
Does this friend know you borrowed it?
The Supramod has a gun.
Fighty and Cassidy. Yes.
Well then, I'll go first.
Multi-ship. Alright, so basically Mighty is the one that's getting multi-ship. Right?
No worries. If anything goes wrong, the friend in my head will protect me.
Doesn't seem to have any effect.
No, it's working perfectly. I get it now. All of it. No need to dance around. Our enemy is a Lord Ravager. There's only one question we need answered. How does a Sot Pramod plan to destroy Elation?
Gotta look back at the characters. Let me see.
Judging by Nanook's habit of picking Lord Ravagers, I wouldn't be surprised if a Sot Pramod was once
I'll send you an educational video. Lol, a short. Alright, alright.
Arcadia is like a microcosm of eons and paths. indulge themselves in fabricated happiness, unable to pull themselves away from it. Many have expressed their concerns. This isn't elation. Aha is playing with fire.
A classic social realist deduction. Old-fashioned. Ooh, but effective. Weird.
Yes. The answer is all but revealed. You are a Sapramon, Sparksy. Do you have evidence? Of course. The truth is so simple that everyone overlooked it. The evidence is... you were the first person I met when I got off the express.
If I am a Sapramon, would you and Gray Hair have been able to walk out of the school alive?
Read the comments there.
Fair point. Just take that thing off already.
That's weird. I thought I was on the right track.
Let me give you a lesson. Deduction isn't about pupil skills. It's about... watch and learn. Sparkle, master of the classic whodunit, has entered the chat.
Oh, Sparkle!
Clothes just for this?
First of all, Ouroboros likes to eat. Secondly, whatever they eat disappears completely. Therefore, veracity is also a form of destruction. This is the classic mystery of one culprit, two identities. The one trying to kill elation is... the Lord Ravager, a Sapramon, played by the Veracity! What am I even saying?
Oh, classic whodunit. This is more like a classic Who's the Dummy.
Ah, I get it now. All this thing does is make wild guesses sound reasonable. So far, that's the most accurate piece of information we've gotten.
No need to be so serious, detective. Why don't you
Read
show
the
us what
comments
you
there
got?
on Shorts. Alright.
By the way, what type of detective are you?
Who's she ship with?
I'm the tough guy type. I don't waste time on useless details. I aim straight at the heart of the problem. You're not wrong.
DMC? I'm not sure.
Whatever his plan may be, the target
I kind of ship that,
doesn't change.
honestly.
Remember, as far as humanity knows, there are only 3 ways an eon can fall.
A broader path engulfs a narrower one. Divine warfare between eons, and the third one. What was it again?
Forcing an eon to turn away from their own path.
Whichever it is, none of it sounds remotely connected to planarcadia. So, what makes you so certain a Sapramod is here on business, not on vacation?
Because we folks just dug, and in the stories tied to them, we've unearthed more than a few names.
Sparkle is shipped with DMC, I think. With Sample, apparently. I think it's with the MC, with Sampo, and with Vita from Honkai Impact 3.
Him? He caused trouble in Gotham City a few...
I know.
An old pal who can't stop lying. He goes on and on about death being a solitary feast, but I just saw him last week, alive.
I see you're acquainted. Please.
Yeah. With who?
Impress us
Who?
sometime.
Vita, right? Yep. Vita from Honkai Impact 3rd.
Barachi? Forget it. He's good behind the bar, but slippery as an eel. Ask him to work for Nanook.
The former bartender of the tavern, everyone.
That's just a title. Anyone with a girlish heart can call themselves Dorothy, between you and me. Director Sparkle used that name once, too.
Looks like this clue has little value to it. Right. He's the one I can't stop thinking about. Stories change every time, but they all circle back to the same logic. En route defeated the veracity by some means.
You're right. Then who is the... En route?
Of course she does.
Sample.
Tavern knows that name. Long ago, its owner grew tired of jokes, cast aside his mask, and walked away. Some say he became a morning actor. Others say he jumped into IX's black hole. But none of that matters. What truly matters is that you have my unreal Sparks and Spark.
I knew it.
Give it back, give it back! That's a big order my client wants immediately.
What do you mean, give it back?
It just wandered off, and I happened to find it on the way, so I brought it home. You want it? Here, take it now.
Absolutely not. Wait, right now? This doesn't sound like you at all.
No. If it's a no, it's a no. Yes, I'll keep it. Bye-bye.
Get back here!
Sir, do you need to hire a private detective?
Hey!
Can you catch her for me?
Of course. I'll have that thing returned to you safe and sound in half a day. But, in exchange, I'd like you to elaborate a bit more on what you were saying.
Oh, so that's why you're here. Now, old Sempo's intel isn't cheap. Waiving the fee won't quite cut it, will it?
Name your price. Put it on Pearl's tab.
Just kidding. Money talks boring. Besides, the Astral Express and I go way back. Oh, and I wouldn't scam you two. The en route you're looking for lives up to the name. There's nowhere he can't reach. Only places he hasn't been yet. He's the gold standard of the masked fools. He only shows up where he's least welcome. A morning actor's stage, a friend's wedding, even inside the Veracity's mouth. All for the sake of a good laugh. Oh.
That lines up. Sounds like the origin of the legend. So, he's a friend of yours?
Not a chance! Back when old Sempo was still a kid, en route was already a name in the history books. He left the tavern during the Second Prosperity. They say after hearing 30 trillion jokes, he never laughed again. Before he left, en route said one thing that, at the time, no one cared about. Elation has been dead for a long time.
Where did he go after he left the tavern?
The tavern has 10,000 mouths, all telling different stories. All I know is this. He said he was headed for the true world's end, and then he vanished without a trace.
How do you know all this?
Oh, I've been around long enough to have my own channels. Just trust old Sempo. And about catching Sparksy?
Leave it to me. I keep my word.
So you remember what I said to the Gacha God. Give us Mortenax Blade and we will lose every 50-50 on the Fate banner. Do you agree with that? No. Wait a minute. Por favor. Dame a Mortenax Blade. Dámelo temprano. En este último tirada. No sé qué sí se dice. No. Alright, I am gonna end stream here. Tomorrow, I will most likely start farming pools for Mortenax Blade. I won't lose, and neither will you, it seems. Yep. No earlies, and I lost, so that is true. Alright. And good night, everybody. Good morning, also. See you tomorrow. Mm-hmm.